Welcome to These Nuts Garage, and today we're going to be talking about tools. All right, like I said in the intro, what we're going to be doing today is talking about tools. Now, when we start discussing tools, everybody's going to have an opinion. And if you have an opinion, just put it down below, but don't be kind of hateful about it, because just everybody has their own opinions about these things. And I'm just trying to cover this topic because I've seen some videos on YouTube, and I watch these channels all the time, but they're going out and buying the cheapest tools from Amazon they can get. And then they go out to Harbor Freight and they buy a cheap set of tools from there, and then they kind of compare them. That's kind of nice because you as a consumer, you can watch those videos and go, yeah, I don't want either one of those. I want to try to find a tool that's within my budget, And, but while they're making these videos, the guy's got a Snap-on toolbox behind him that's, no telling what it costs. And as a normal, everyday, I'll say homeowner, a weekend mechanic, just your kind of, I'll say novice, mid-range mechanic, doing stuff around your house, you're not going to go out and buy a $30,000 toolbox because, that's just too expensive for the, a non-professional person to do that. And the Snap-on truck, he don't roll by my house. Now, if he wants to come out here to my house, give me some free tools to try out, swing on by. Now, what we're going to do first is talk about how to pick a brand that what's readily available to you in your area, wherever you may be. How to get, tools at full price. Then how to get tools that are on clearance, tools that are almost free, and then tools that are absolutely free. So let's jump into that, and let's get to discussing what we have back here. All right, so let's talk about picking a brand or brands of tools. And probably the main thing when you're deciding on what kind of tool to buy, even if you buy 4 or 5 different brands, just always make sure it has a lifetime warranty and free replacement. Most of everything I own is Craftsman, about 90% of it or so. And the reason why I buy these is because now Craftsman is sold at Lowe's. Now, when I was younger, Sears sold Craftsman tools, and if I was needed a tool, they had a huge tool department, and I could just go in, say my torque wrench broke. I could take this in there and I could walk out with it. I didn't have to wait 3 weeks for them to order me pieces of it, or we'll send it off and get it fixed, or we'll order a new one and it'll be in the mail in a couple of weeks. Because if you're working on your car, like I said, you've got to get to work. You don't have time to sit there and wait. So with whatever brand you choose or store you go to, just make sure that they have a lot of tools on hand. So that way, if you do break something, you can get it and get out. All right, so let's talk about full retail price. Now, this is a ratchet right here. And if you was to go into the store today and buy this ratchet, it's going to cost you $34. Now, that's going to be full retail. And 90% of the tools that we buy will be at full retail price. But then there's going to be your sale price. Now, I remember, I think they still do it. Every so often you'll be able to go into Sears and they'll have your toolboxes marked down, let's say 10%. I remember like screwdrivers and stuff. You used to get a pack, they used to be like $20. That'd be, $15, $14.99. So they'd have them marked down. So I always keep my eye out for tool sales, especially like on holiday weekends and stuff. Lowe's or your favorite retail store, they'll put their tools on sale, and you can go get save a little bit of money on tools by catching them on sale. Now, let's go into talking about tools that are clearance items. Now, this is kind of where it gets tricky. If you see this toolbox, this set, this top toolbox right here was normally, you can see this yellow sticker. I don't know if you can see the price because I'm so far away, but normally it was $269. Well, they had it on clearance for $189. Now, The bottom toolbox was a little, it was on clearance too. And we'll get into the bottom toolbox here in a minute. But so they had this on clearance. Also, this ratchet right here, this is a, this says a 1-year limited warranty on your Torx wrenches, but it's a 3/8 drive Torx wrench. I think this was normally $84 and I got it for $49. So they had come down about 40% on the price of this ratchet, so I grabbed it up. Then we have this long torque wrench. I don't even know what I'll use it for, but it says it goes up to 250 foot-pounds. So that's a really big torque wrench. Now this torque wrench was $99 full retail, but they, I guess Lowe's and maybe Sears or whatever, or Craftsman was coming in with the digital torque wrenches. And I picked this one up for $49. So I saved 50 bucks alone on this torque wrench. Now I already have two already. Here's one of my older ones, but it doesn't go to 250 foot-pounds. So now I got 4 or 5 because I got another one. And then we move into like this set right here. This is an extension set, you know, and this was normally like 20 bucks or $29, something like that, but they had it marked down to $9.99. So I saved, I don't know, 10, 20 bucks on just this alone. So always when you're in the tool stores or in Lowe's or your favorite tool store, always keep an eye on your tools, you know, for clearance items because they'll pop up. Now let's talk about almost free tools. Now, that's kind of a concept that I learned in Mexico when you're walking down through, you know, Fifth Avenue, or you're over there in Cancun or Cozumel, you know, they'll be like, "Hey, senor, I got something, it's almost free." That ain't free. They try and charge you $10 for it, but they tell you that as a sales ploy. But what I mean by almost free is, let's take in this top toolbox. Now, one thing that I do for my birthday, Christmas, I tell all my family members, if you want to get me something, get me a gift card to a Lowe's, somewhere I can get tools, because I'm trying to replenish all my tools. So I got several different gift cards. I think my mother-in-law gave me a $75 gift card. I think my sister-in-law gave me a $50 gift card. So that's like $125. I got $125 in gift cards that somebody gave me, and I put it towards this. So by the time the taxes were all done, I think I paid $75 for this top toolbox. So that makes it almost free. Now, the toolbox on the bottom was free because that's what my wife got me for Christmas. But she also paid a clearance price of this, and I'll ask her how much she paid for it. I'll put it up here maybe somewhere, over here somewhere. But I think it was marked down and she bought it on clearance as well. But I got it for free, so that's free. So that leads us into free tools. Well, how do you get free tools? Well, for one, is my wife gave me a free toolbox. She also gave me these screwdrivers, and that's free. So, but the other thing is whenever I'm working on something, let's say I'm fixing to be doing a major timing chain service on my Expedition, or like when I'm working on this house, I have a vinyl siding break that's in there for the metal on the house. Well, I go and price what it's going to cost for somebody to come do this job. So like my truck, I figured it'll cost $2,500 if I took my truck to a shop and let them fix it. Or I can say, how much is it going to cost me in parts, and what specialty tools am I going to need for this job? So I think all in right now for this truck, I'm in about $1,300. That's for all the parts and all the specialty tools. So I had to order another Torx wrench. So here's a Cobalt torque wrench. I think this is a inch pounds one right here. This was you know, $54 or something like that. But being that I'm going to do the work and it's cheaper than taking it to a mechanic shop, it's kind of free, and we're going to say it's free. Same thing with these wrenches right here. These are $64, but this is in that $1,300 that I'm going to be spending on this job. So these are kind of free because my labor is what's paying for them. I've got, you know, I got this harmonic balancer pulley set. Same thing. I even got a pneumatic fan clutch remover tool. So I always price stuff like that. That way I can go, well, if I do the job, I'm going to buy these tools and I'm still going to come out cheaper than if I would just took my truck somewhere and had them fix it. Kind of like with the siding on this house. I bought a $2,500 metal brake that is pretty much free because I saved myself about $10,000 to $12,000 in labor costs just by hanging the vinyl siding myself. So, you know, other than somebody giving you something for free, if you kind of want to fix it yourself and you want to kind of justify yourself buying this tool because, well, if I take it to somebody else, it's going to cost me more. If I put my own sweat equity into it, I can have tools in my toolbox for the next time I'm going to work on a car or a job. It's like these two tools right here. This morning, I haven't even worked on my truck, but I've already put these two tools to work by fixing my mother-in-law's truck. So, all right, so that's going to be about the end of this video. This was just kind of me giving you my thoughts on types of tools to buy, the brands, the warranties, things like that, and kind of how to get some tools at a cheaper price than you say normally would at retail, you know, by keeping your eye out for those clearance aisles, keeping an eye out for the sales, you know, asking for tools for your birthday and Christmas and gift cards and things like that, because especially if you don't have a lot of money to just go out and start dumping into tools, this is an easy way to slowly accumulate good tools, no matter whether they're you know, Snap-on to Craftsman to you know, Duralast, whatever you like. Just slowly over time, gradually get you some tools that are of quality, so that way you just don't keep breaking them and, you know, spending more money over time. Hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below. What's your favorite tool brand? You know, any tips and tricks of buying tools other than 5-finger discounts? We don't want to know about that. But, you know, any of your kind of ideas, because that may help somebody who's coming up to, you know, help them, give them a guidance of how to get tools at a deal. And that's what we're trying to do, get good tools at a deal. Also, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow the channel. I mean, you see I'm in my garage. We're still building this house. But if you want to help us get a bigger shop over there, all it takes is for you to like the video and subscribe to the channel and comment down below. Because every time you do that, that helps that YouTube algorithm put us up towards the top, and we get money from that. And I would love to see a big shop over there from that YouTube money. Who wouldn't? I mean, look at the Goon Squad kids. They building stuff everywhere. You know, if I just had a, you know, a little bit of their money. But so yeah, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, like the video, and share the video. And I'm gonna get to cleaning all this up because I gotta get ready to do this timing chain job on this truck. So y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video.